What animal can reshape a valley without a sound? Watch the eye, the claws, the breath. Now ask, how? This is Bestiae Primalis, a documentary channel exploring Earth's most dominant animals through science, behavior, and evolution. A dark, immense shape slides from the tree line. The ground seems to tense. Its breath mists in the cold. The forest holds still. Grizzly bear. Not just powerful, system-level powerful. Each step is engineered by muscle stacked over a digging hump. Each choice is wired by ancient instinct. Those claws, designed for roots, carrion, salmon, and when needed, speed. For thousands of years this scene has repeated, yet the rules are changing. See the glint of intelligence in that watchful eye. How does one bear command rivers, berries, and rival predators? The answer begins here, in a landscape large enough to breathe. In 60 seconds, you'll see why grizzlies thrive where others fail. Strength you can feel, a low thrum of history underfoot. Strategy written in muscle, memory, and terrain. A colossal paw lifts, claws glinting, then settles without a sound. Presence, not aggression, moves everything else aside. One step and the forest recalculates. Stay with us. What you're seeing is the start of a system in motion. Next, the domain that makes such power possible. The grizzly bear, Ursus arctos horribilis, is an animal that requires space. Its home is not a small patch of woods, but a vast sprawling landscape of rugged mountains, dense forests, wide-open valleys. These are places where humanity's footprint is light, where the ancient rhythms of nature still hold sway. We find these bears in the great wildernesses of North America, from the windswept coasts of Alaska, towering peaks of Western Canada, Yellowstone National Park, Glacier National Park. Each part of this realm offers something vital for survival. The look of a grizzly is unmistakable. Its most prominent feature is a large muscular hump on its shoulders, which gives it immense strength for digging and for powerful bursts of speed. Their fur is not a uniform brown, but a rich mix of colours, from dark chocolate to pale blonde. Lightened tips give the coat a grizzled appearance, the trait that gave them their name. Despite their fearsome reputation as predators, grizzlies are true omnivores, their diet a varied and complex reflection of the changing seasons. Their lives are governed by an endless search for food, a constant effort to build the fat reserves necessary for survival. In the spring, as the world thaws and new life emerges, the bears leave their dens, thin and hungry. Their first meals are often the tender new shoots of sedges and grasses rich in protein. They will also scavenge for any animals that did not survive the harsh winter, using their extraordinary sense of smell to locate a meal from miles away. As spring turns to summer, the landscape transforms into a bountiful buffet. The bears move to higher elevations, following the retreating snow line to feast on flowering alpine plants and dig for succulent roots. Berries become a crucial part of their diet. Huckleberries, blueberries and soapberries are consumed in vast quantities. A grizzly might spend all day in a single berry patch, delicately plucking the small fruits with its surprisingly nimble lips. This is a time of plenty, a race to consume as many calories as possible. The arrival of autumn brings a sense of urgency. This is the season of hyperphagia, a period of intense eating where a bear's sole purpose is to get fat. For many coastal populations, this means congregating at rivers to intercept the great salmon runs. In the solitary world of the grizzly bear, the strongest and most enduring bond is the one between a mother and her cubs. A female grizzly, or sow, is a profoundly dedicated and protective parent. The cubs are born in the dead of winter, inside the warmth and safety of the hibernation den. They are tiny, blind, and helpless, weighing little more than a pound. For the first few months, their world is darkness and the life-giving warmth and milk of their mother. When they emerge into the bright spring sunshine for the first time, the cubs are small, curious balls of fur, ready to explore their new world. But this world is full of dangers, and their mother is their constant guardian. She is fiercely protective. A sow with cubs is one of the most formidable forces in nature. She will stand up to any threat, including larger male bears. The cubs stay with their mother for 2 to 3 years, a long apprenticeship in the art of being a bear. She teaches them how to find food, berries, roots and fish. They learn by watching and by mimicry. Play builds strength, coordination and social skills they will need as adults. The mother is patient yet always vigilant. With luck, they will grow strong enough to one day forge their own paths. The life of a grizzly bear is a journey dictated by the unwavering rhythm of the seasons. Each part of the year brings unique challenges and opportunities, and the bear's behavior shifts to meet them. Spring is a time of awakening. After months of slumber, they replenish strength on early greens and carrion. Summer brings abundance, berries, meadows, and early salmon runs. It is also the mating season, days or weeks together, then apart. Autumn is critical. Hyperphagia drives near constant eating. A grizzly can gain over 3 pounds of fat per day. They feast on berries, salmon, and calorie-rich nuts. As heavy snows fall, they find dens, caves, or excavated slopes. Heart rate and breathing slow. Body temperature drops. They do not eat or drink for months, surviving on stored fat. They wait for the sun to warm the world again, and the cycle begins anew. For as long as people and grizzlies have shared the landscape, their relationship has been one of respect, fear, and conflict. As human populations expand, our worlds increasingly overlap. Bears are drawn to easy meals near people. A grizzly's sense of smell is exceptionally keen. Garbage, pet food, birdseed, fruit, all can lure it in. A bear that links people with food can become bold and dangerous. We must be responsible stewards, never feed bears ever. Store food, garbage, and scented items in certified containers or hang them high and away. Keep camp immaculate. A fed bear is a dead bear. Make noise while hiking, talking, singing, clapping to avoid surprises. It gives the bear time to move away. If you see a bear, remain calm, never run, and back away slowly while speaking in a low, steady voice. Respect space. Long lenses and binoculars let us admire safely, reducing stress and allowing bears to live undisturbed. Coexistence begins with our choices. The grizzly bear, a symbol of wildness and strength, faces a future clouded by uncertainty. Though they have few natural predators, their greatest threats now come from us. Loss and fragmentation of habitat are paramount. Roads can become impassable barriers, isolating bears and shrinking their gene pool, increasing vulnerability to decline. A warming climate shifts seasonal timing. Berries may ripen at the wrong time, and vital white-bark pine nuts can vanish. Warmer streams can reduce salmon runs, undercutting autumn calories. Direct conflicts lead to relocations or deaths. Vehicles and trains claim lives. Every bear lost matters, especially slow reproducing females. Threats compound in the real world. Without help, their world narrows, one pocket of wilderness at a time. The squeeze is slow and steady. but not inevitable. In the face of mounting threats, a movement grows to secure a future for the grizzly bear. Conservation is collaborative. Science, agencies, non-profits, and communities protect and connect wildlands with corridors that let bears move, find mates, and access diverse food. Non-invasive research, cameras, and DNA guides protection where it matters most. Target hotspots with electric fencing and better waste systems. Teach safe behavior. Bear spray saves bears and people. Empower communities to become partners in coexistence. Where we act with care, grizzlies recover. When we choose foresight, the great bear continues to roam. To see a grizzly in its home is to witness something profound. It embodies strength, resilience, and a bond with land older than ourselves. It is not a monster to fear, nor a pet to tame. It is wild, living by ancient rhythms. In this quiet, we remember the future of the grizzly is in our hands. Protect the bear, protect the wild. We must make space, act with wisdom, and walk with respect.